Good evening, everyone. Hey, Papa. It's Papa Rock and Brenda from Duncan 1900 and Jackie, which is Shaky's beautiful wife. I hope you all are doing great tonight. I figured tonight for the live might be a little bit fun if we talked about our traditions. I mean, most families have their own traditions that they do every Christmas. And, we might be able to learn from each other, kind of incorporate some other viewers' tradition into our own. So, what do you think? Hi, Shaky. Hold on, guys.
Sorry.
Matt's going streaking through the house. Not really. He just ain't got his shirt on. There's the link if you'd like to come up. Hi, Roy's Homestead Bees.
What? I'm safe for this. I'm the only one with the actual cigarette.
My boys are being silly tonight. Someone come on up. Let me know if that link is not working. It should work. Going through our chats here. Oh, Shaky just told me that him and Jackie are replacing some outlets in their son's room. Yeah, make sure you turn that. And Jackie are replacing some outlets in their son's room. Yeah, make sure you turn that electricity off. And Jackie are replacing some outlets in their son's room. Oh, there he is. Hold on, I just screwed up. Hey, Shaky.
What's happening, fellas?
How is everyone today?
Whew, tired.
Considering what a rough night it was, fantastic.
Kevin Hayes, what's a breaker?
Hey, Kevin. Welcome back.
That means all the outlets, honey. Hello,
It's
Kevin.
It's a war zone here in my house.
Yes.
Evidently,
Looks like a war zone.
we have no problem with UPS bringing packages here, but evidently FedEx can't find our house.
FedEx is
That
notorious
makes
for
no
that.
sense.
FedEx is crap. They left a $400 package for my son, a car stereo system, at the end of our driveway, up on the road that we live off, up on top of our trash can, wrapped in a plastic bag.
Oh my God!
I hate them. I hate FedEx.
Yeah, FedEx. We usually end up getting calls from them saying we can't find you, so I have to go pick it up myself.
We have never had any issue with UPS.
MB
Never.
Heritage, hello.
So now we
MB.
got to drive all the way to Martinsburg. We got to drive an hour, 45 minutes to an hour to pick her package up on Monday that she paid for shipping.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Red. Go ahead. Just venting.
No, it's okay. No, it's okay. There's the link if anyone else wants to come up.
Good evening, MB Heritage. Hey, Bob.
Hey, Bob. How are you? Getting started on homesteading is Bob. He's silly. He's silly like I am.
God, I hope not. Well, hello, Bob.
Yeah,
hello.
Am I right? Is he not silly like I am?
Hello, MB.
Oh, he's silly.
Yeah, he's got this amazing invention that he's wanting to patent. And it's 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 a rabbit milking machine.
A rabbit milking machine. I invented something I wanted to patent or create, but I don't know how to do it. And what it is a generator. You hand crank it, and once it starts, it runs itself. It's electric. Some of the juice comes off and runs the thing. I did this years ago, and I never patented this thing or never figured out how I could do it. But some of the juice would come off and keep the generator running, and then the generator would power your house or power whatever you wanted to power. So once you started it, it was self-containing.
That's cool. Hi, Glenn and April. There's the
howdy.
when I come up.
Howdy, y'all. I love them too.
I do too. They're awesome. They really are. I love them dearly. They are awesome.
Yes, Bub. Rabbit milking for everyone.
Well, Bub, let me know when you make an almond milking machine. I want to see how you get that thing on an almond to get that milk.
I want a rabbit milking machine. I told him if you made one, I'd buy it.
Lay down.
That was like a year ago. Yeah, when he first started talking about that, oh God, I laughed so hard. I was like, I've never heard of a rabbit milking machine. I mean, every day you get about a thimbleful, maybe.
Hey, Daz.
Hi, Daz.
Well, there is that place, I think, in Georgetown up by D.C. that sells ice cream made out of human breast milk. So
that's disgusting.
I don't know, man. People do what they got to do.
That's gross.
Well, think about it. You drink it out of a cow.
Yeah, but that's different.
Why? Because you're used to it?
I ain't got an answer for that one.
I ain't drinking it. I ain't eating it. It ain't no.
I can't answer that. It just, to me, it just does not sound right. I mean, like, ew. Mm-mm.
It's like when I make fried chicken here. I say, look, I'm dipping you into your kids before I fry you.
I'm trying so hard to completely understand. And I'm probably overthinking because I always do it. How to understand fertile eggs and non-fertile eggs. I know I'm overthinking it. I can't. I do that.
Fertile eggs come from mamas and papas that are sexually active, okay, honey?
What don't you understand? How to tell if they're fertile?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, do you like crack them, and if you got a bullseye, then you
no, once you crack them, you can't incubate them.
Well, I know that. But that's the only incubation from there is the frying pan.
A lot of times when you break a fertile egg, it has a little blood spot in it, or a blood thing in it, like a little, depending on how long it's been fertile. But usually they got like a spot in them or something. If you could tell.
Yeah. So do you keep the next set that's coming in?
Huh?
You keep the next you can.
No, I mean, because I hatch eggs. So what I do is I collect them all, and you're going to have duds in them. But what you do is you put them in your incubator, fill your incubator up, and what happens is within like 10 days you check them, and then which ones have the veining, you'll see the veining in about 10 days. You keep the ones that are blank, you throw them away, and then let them incubate for. A chick egg incubates for 21 days. It hatches in 21 days. So then
hold on 1 second. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Terry. Happy birthday to you. And I feel like Marilyn Monroe every time I sing that.
You just make me think I'll listen to Jessica Rabbit from Who Framed Roger Rabbit for a minute.
Rooster milking is next, Bub. Okay.
Oh my God.
Thank you, April and Glenn.
I am not drinking rooster milking or rooster milk. Oh, oh, oh. He's a
I better cut.
mess.
No, I'm not going there. I'm not going there.
Leave that alone.
Here I'm sitting here sucking on a.
This show
Oh,
went.
don't go there.
This show went adult content real quick.
Why do you think? Why do you
Shaking
think
that
I'm?
surprises you?
Yeah.
Look
Not
whose
really.
channel it's on.
Heck,
I've already been debating where I should do mine.
Hello, down under.
18 or over.
it might be best.
Yeah.
Jackie says I'm in the
sorry,
nut
but
house.
it might be best.
So,
There
so
ain't no
if
right
this
answer.
is if this is the nut house, is this a peanut house, a pistachio nut, a nut house, or a cashew nut house?
A cashew.
All the above.
Kevin Hayes, PG-13. No, there ain't no PG-13 about this channel.
Yeah, no. No.
Yeah, the NC-17 might be more like it. You probably got it closer there.
What's
lot closer.
NC-17? What is that?
It's
Just below
it's like adult rated, more or less.
Oh, I thought that was rated R.
Well, it's pretty much you got to be 16 to get into a rated R film, or 18. What do you got to be getting into an R film now? 16.
I don't know.
I have no
17.
I'm
idea
Michelle.
anymore.
I have no
Hi,
idea. I've been to a
Darren.
movie
Hi,
theater forever.
Susie. Hello, everyone coming in. I'm still learning how to do this thing. How many people can I have up here?
6.
With 6? Okay.
Yeah,
Well, how do I move it to?
Oh,
Which one?
cool.
Which
Have you
one
got
I
it?
need to-
Have you got it on the third one over? Because that gives you the best screen.
Yes, I got it on the third
Okay.
one over.
All right. Yeah. As you add people, we'll shrink and it'll go
Yeah.
through on top, through on bottom.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
but once you get 5, you won't know that 6 persons down there unless you'll see a little scroll thing on the side pop up, and then you'll scroll up, and then you'll see somebody in the basement that you won't even know is there because you can't see them. So you got to kind of
I'm
watch
glad
out
you
for
said
that.
that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have.
I'm
I'm gonna have
keeping my
people
clothes
be up
on.
on my panel.
It's rated R, not rated X.
Y'all remember that show Papa Rock and I did, and somebody was talking about not having a shirt on, and him and I did that strip tease. We took our shirts off.
Oh Lord.
Oh dear Lord.
I know it's
I
a
don't
cruel
wanna know.
world. Men can run around topless, but women can't.
Hey, I'm not against
Yeah,
it.
I know, right?
That
Go
ain't
for it.
fair.
You
I'm
know,
not against it.
honestly, I think men should have to wear
5 minutes
bras
ago.
too, especially in the hayfield.
You ought to let the girls be free.
That's right.
Thank you, Jackie.
Let the puppies free. Let the puppies free. Free the
I call
tatas.
them- I call them-
What was it?
I either call them girls or hammerheads.
A what?
When you lay down, when a woman lays down and then she's older, her, is not completely
It's not so
straight.
perky.
Yeah, it lays down to the side. And you
Sweet
look
Peter
like-
Jesus, will another male come up on this panel with me, please?
And
I
you
am
look
feeling
like a
sick.
freaking hammerhead star. You asked.
My uncle used to call them deflated water balloons.
I call them hammerhead sharks.
I'm muting.
Yeah,
a second.
Michelle's dying.
I gotta put this back.
I can't get into it.
The only problem with this fireball eggnog is it's non-alcoholic. That's the only problem.
I can't get into a rated R movie because I'm in the back saying, damn, that's a big one.
That don't surprise me one bit.
Oh, Lordy mercy. Yeah, we just adult rated real quick, Susie.
Okay. Paul
Yeah.
came in and dogs were barking, so I muted it for a minute. But I'm back.
Hey, Rob. I didn't see. Yep, okay, there we go.
Brenda, you should have been
Hi,
here
Rob.
30 minutes ago when my son fired up fired up the vacuum cleaner with 6 dogs.
Oh, these two go berserk when it comes to vacuum cleaners. They attack it.
Yeah, Cooper does that.
I was
These
wishing
two
I had
do.
mine this morning. My cat found a mouse this morning.
Oh,
Yeah. For like
As
a
long
week
as
or
we take
so.
care of it for you.
For like a week or so.
Red, I'm
he
gonna
kept
jump off
going-
here and help my son. I'm gonna work on this electric. I'll be listening, but when I get done, if you got to open, I'll come back up. If not, I'll just be in the chat.
I love you dearly.
Unless I get zapped. But anyway, love you guys.
Yeah,
See you in a little
now
bit.
he's-
Let's not get zapped. Go
Seriously.
throw the breaker before you work
See,
on the
now he's
electric, please.
listening. We gotta make fun of him getting zapped.
If I come back with
Hey.
real curly hair,
You ain't got no hair to curl.
that's what I'm saying. If it comes back real curly hair, come back, you know what happened. With a little bit
A
of
new
smoke
way to
coming up
grow
on
hair.
it. All right, I'll see y'all in a little bit. Love you.
Love you too.
Later.
Love you.
No, for like a week or so, my cat keeps going into the kitchen by the stand that my microwave is on. He keeps going and smelling under there. Well, this morning, my son was in the bathroom getting a shower, and he comes running from the kitchen. First, he went right to the bathroom door and couldn't get in. And he comes over here to the corner, and he goes over to the corner and look. I saw something hanging from his mouth, so I thought he had another lizard, because we had a lizard come in here one day. And he caught it, was right around the house with it. And he dropped it, and it was a freaking mouse.
Oh,
It's this big, but still, it was a mouse.
we generally get at least one field mouse in the house every year.
No.
Just one.
no.
This one
We
was small
always
enough
take
for me.
care of it.
I
But
grabbed
it-
my sandal. I tried hitting it, but Jack grabbed the mouse and ran to the other side of the living room. And so I had to wait for him to drop it, and he kept trying to play with it. And because he couldn't get in the bath and put it in the tub,
Yeah.
I got him to get back up some, and I hit it with my sandal, killed it, and went outside.
Oh. Yeah, Rob ate some turkey today. And I've never seen it. I mean, my sister has a smoker, but I've never seen her use it. Kevin said our mountain mice use the traps for exercise.
I believe it.
About right.
I've seen mountain mice. They're huge.
Well, good night, Bob. I hope you start feeling
Night,
better.
Bob. Feel better.
But yeah, I mean, we have at least one, and I don't know what causes them. I mean, they keep the place clean, so I don't know what
They're
causes
just looking for a warm place to come in for
Yeah.
the winter.
Yep.
having
we
4
had-
cats. It's not safe.
No. When we moved in here, my cat found 2. I went in to get a shower the one night, and the second or third night here, and there was a mouse in my tub. Still alive, bleeding.
Good night, built on a
I
rock.
killed it, threw it out. The next night, there was a baby mouse in the drain. That was all the mice we had. Haven't seen one since. 2 years ago, there was
Okay,
something
Michelle.
trying to chew its way in. I found a way to kill it, poison it. Never came back. And now this. It's like, really? Of all the houses, there's empty houses down the street. There's woods across the street. Go over there. They can get all the stuff they want.
Terry, your live tomorrow's at 9, right?
Yeah.
Michelle, when is y'all's live? One p.m. Oh,
1 p.m.
What is elf
Eastern,
spaghetti?
so it'll be noon my time.
I'll be working
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
you had a pet mouse and your wife's cat ate it?
Oh yeah, cats will eat mice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was
I
so
was
So
weird.
saying-
We did have a hamster at one point, and that hamster was an escape artist. And it wasn't here that we had; it was another place that we lived. And at the time, we had 3 cats. And that mouse ran out in the, or hamster ran out in the middle of the living room and stood between 3 cats looking at it, going, "What you looking at?"
Dinner.
We
We
had 3
tried-
hamsters at one time. My kids had a hamster apiece. My son's hamster, however, had to get out of his cage every night, and he would sit there in my son's shirt pocket, and watch X-Files with him and eat ice cream. And then before he went to bed, he had to come and get a drag off of my cigarette.
Wow.
And he outlived all the others.
Last year, I was outside. Summer of last year, I was talking to my neighbor, and we were standing outside his house, and all of a sudden, you hear this crunching behind us. And one of the
Kevin?
stray cats he feeds was eating a mouse that damn big.
Wow.
He ate that whole thing.
Sure wasn't a baby rat. Yes, Kevin, wiener dogs will go after mice because I have one that's part wiener dog.
Baby? I mean, not babe, but Belle.
Belle, yep. And she goes after him, but there again, she goes after everything. She thinks she's the great huntress when she's not.
Bob, you are so naughty.
Keeps his mouse in his underwear. There is so much I can say.
God, I want to say something so bad, but I won't.
Yeah, I know, right? Rob, they
Yeah,
will.
well, I
kill
don't
snakes.
allow
Oh my
mine
God,
to
we
snake.
keep talking about wiener dogs, and this is going to go even further south.
Yeah, well, if he's keeping mice in his underwear, there's a couple other items in there too, you know.
Mouse turds.
Well, they may not be now if he keeps mice in there, because, well.
Now read what Michelle wrote. Yes, my mind went way south on that one.
You're right, Jackie.
It will, Susie. The chat will go south. It'll go south, and then it'll start moving north, and then bam.
Back down south.
And then the bottom will fall out again.
Yeah.
It's like a tornado. It just keeps going round and round and round.
Bob, do me a favor. Don't bring your wife's cat into the situation.
Oh, God.
Wiener dogs and mice in your underwear is bad enough.
Rob has a wiener dog that could kill a bear. You should see it. It's kind of cute.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
She wants to go there, but she's not.
I'm trying to behave. I found out that a cousin of mine has been following me on YouTube, and I didn't know it.
Yeah, that can happen.
So if you're in here tonight, Christina, hi. Yeah, my sister told me, she said she had talked to her at my uncle's funeral, and she said she's got a show going on, and Christina's like, yeah, I know, I'll watch it. And I'm like, ooh boy.
What's up, baby?
Oh, come on, girlfriend. Ooh. Lay down.
Aw, why not, Rob? Why ain't you gonna show it? Thank you, Jackie. So, would anyone? I'm sitting here eating. Would anyone like to come up and talk with us? Tell us about your tradition, your Christmas traditions, if you have any.
Hi, Higgs.
I used to have Christmas traditions. I'm still
Hey.
working on 'em.
Hey, Holland.
Hi, Higgs.
How are
Yes,
you
I'm
doing?
mean.
Yeah.
How
So
did the cleanup go today?
where is Higgs?
He's in Kentucky.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's why I
yeah.
was wondering how the cleanup went today.
I have a couple friends I haven't heard from yet. That's in Arkansas and Tennessee.
Has anyone heard from Shannon or Beverly?
Yes, they're fine.
Okay.
They're fine. They were there were some tornadoes that went really close to them, but they're okay.
That was horrible. I mean, I saw pictures of that town, and that just.
Oh yeah, Mayfield got slammed. It's like
Mayfield is horrible.
Last night I was watching one of the live streams. There must have been like 15 different live streams going to those tornadoes.
Yeah.
And one of them was showing. I can't remember what town it was in. I didn't even catch it. I saw the two tornadoes, and they said it was in Arkansas. And I started messaging some friends of mine, and I haven't heard back yet. So I don't know what's going on.
Bub, you're terrible.
I had a chihuahua that was.
Kevin, would you like to come up? You do have to show your face. You don't have to show it up on here.
Yeah.
But before I can allow you up on the screen, you would have to show your face. Oh, Daz is watching. She really
Hallmark
likes
movies.
movies.
I haven't seen a Hallmark movie in I don't know how many years.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've watched one.
I've looked.
Oh, Kevin.
Oh, Kevin. Yeah. Come on, it can't be worse than this.
Oh, you cut it out too. I mean, I can't. Okay, Kevin, I came on here wearing a pioneer hat and a mustache. Trust me, you can't get any uglier than that.
I missed that. I have to rewatch it in the beginning. No, my son.
That was on Lazy Acres that I did that.
No, okay.
All of a sudden, the camera came on, and here I sat with a black mustache and a pioneer hat on. They were not expecting it.
Yeah, that was really bad.
Amazon warehouse, yeah.
Yeah, that one was further up in I think it was just over into Illinois from St. Louis.
No, I didn't hear about a candle factory.
Hi, Kevin.
Oh, the candle factory was in Kentucky. Yeah, very eastern. Or no, very western Kentucky.
I saw online Kentucky governor said like 70 to more than 100 people may be dead because of those tornadoes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just waiting to hear back from some of my friends. I haven't heard anything, and I was messaging a few more earlier, and they didn't even see it yet.
Hello, Kevin, and
hi,
welcome.
Kevin. Welcome.
I'm glad you decided to actually come up on the channel. Thank you.
Yeah, normally I don't. Just chime in and give my 2 cents worth and let it be counted as a dime.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate
You're
you
in good company.
Yes.
Forgive me. I'm sitting here eating my dinner.
All right. Here's my leftover, my empty bowl. I've already had dinner.
So I had pizza for dinner.
My wife was fixing something we call sloppy enchiladas.
What exactly is that?
Instead of making the rolled enchiladas or even stacked enchiladas, which use corn tortillas, we take a bag of corn chips, like tortilla chips, crush them up, and then add them to the blend of sour cream, green chili, onion, and then red and green chili sauce, and then of course the chicken. And then you blend it together or mix it together and then microwave it.
cool.
Okay, you
Hello,
said you
Patty from Southern Blessed.
Hey, Backbeat.
Hey, Southern Blast.
Well, hi,
Oh,
Southern
hi there,
Blast.
Backbeat Rhythm. Yeah, Higgs. That factory, from what I seen, was oh my God,
New Horizons.
just
The
leveled
Amazon
it.
was in. The Amazon one was, I believe, in Arkansas.
Yeah, it had its roof completely removed.
Oh yeah, it was totally gone. I saw it this morning. I was like, oh my God, and I started crying. Just crazy.
Patty, Mac, happy birthday to your grandbaby. Tomorrow's his birthday. Travis's
How old
birthday
is
is on the 31st.
How old is he, Patty? Hi, Stevie.
Hi, Stevie. Travis will be
See-
30. God, I
See,
feel
December
old.
has good birthdays. Mine was yesterday. My stepdaughter's is 21st. And then there's all these other birthdays coming up around mine.
Yeah, Bowling Green. When I was watching the weather stations and stuff last night that were live, Bowling Green had like twin tornadoes hit there.
Yeah. That's the town.
But there was a lot of towns that had more than one
yeah,
tornado.
multiples.
Yeah.
Arkansas was getting slammed left and right. Oh my gosh.
Kevin, where are you from?
Way down south in central New Mexico.
Oh, wow.
Oh, cool.
I
I've
used
been
to
New
live
Mexico.
in Clovis.
Yeah, the weather for the last couple of days has been overnight lows in the mid 20s and the highs in around 40.
Wow. But see, you
Huh.
also got that dry weather out there too, which I miss.
Most of the time, our winter precipitation is low. We might see some snow flurries, but no major accumulation. We've only had one good one since I've actually lived out here, where it snowed off and on for like 2 weeks, and we had 36 inches of snow.
Oh wow. This sounds like the snow we had. I lived out there on Langley Air Force Base with my mom, my stepdad, and step siblings back in the late 80s. What, 87, 88?
Which Air Force Base?
Not Langley, Cannon Air Force Base.
Down south, okay.
In Clovis. And my mom, we had snow there. We had no school for like a week.
The further south in New Mexico, they don't know how to handle the snow.
It sounds like the people here, they don't know how to handle the snow. I'm from Jersey and live in South Carolina. I miss the deep snow.
Yeah.
Hi,
And
Vidra.
I was born in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and my dad moved us to Ohio shortly after that, and my brother was born. So I've been around the continental United States quite a bit, so I know how the snow is.
Yeah, my dad, he was stationed in Texas at the Air Force Base there.
That's understandable, New Horizons.
And then they sent him to Japan, Taiwan, Vietnam, and North Carolina. And those are the ones that I know of. I mean, he was in the military
Higgs
for
Rock
20
Farm,
some
we
years.
barely made it into the 40s today. And
Higgs,
yesterday was like 70.
It was 72 today. Gorgeous. It was cloudy and 72. Gorgeous temperature. I had my front door open. My son and I were at the doctor's. And all those storms that came across the south, well, they hit us today.
Hi, Patty, the Tinker's wife.
Hi, Patty.
But they weakened a lot. We had 50-mile-an-hour winds, and within, let's see. My friend lives a half hour from me. I told him, I said, be careful, storms are coming to you, about to hit you. He goes, they already passed. I said, they'll be here in about 10 minutes. And 10 minutes later, the storms got here. Trees were flopping all around. It poured so heavy. And I told my daughter, I said, lock the front door, charge your phone. We got bad storms coming. Just this way you're safe and you don't got to worry about it. If there's any warnings, I'll let you know. And she's like, okay, because she was here by herself. And it went from 72 after them storms to 50 within 10 minutes.
That's a
Oh, yeah.
20-degree drop.
Yeah. Within 10
Honey,
minutes.
I live in Missouri. It's the land of extreme weather. It's
Yeah.
extremely hot in the summer and extremely cold in the winter. But oh gosh, here about what was it, 2 years? I think it was 2 years ago, maybe 3 now. But we had 80 degrees and 2 hours later it was snowing.
I believe it. I've seen that.
I remember in West Virginia, it was like 72 degrees on New Year's Eve. And the reason I know that is because of Travis being born. We was celebrating his second birthday. About 7 days later, we had 6 foot of snow.
I've seen it snow on Easter up in New Jersey.
What you got there, Kevin?
A Grinch mug. Grinch drink cup.
That's
Hey,
cool.
I missed the crazy weather last night. Yay, for once.
You're lucky.
Normally it would be me getting all that crazy stuff.
Yeah, because tonight we're supposed to be 32, tomorrow 29, and then we're supposed to stay in the low 30s every night.
We're sitting at 35 right now.
I want snow. I want snow.
Well, honey, you can have it. I don't want it.
We got no snow. We had all rain last winter. Last winter, fall, and spring, rain. I want some snow this time.
But it shows it being 60
Yes, that's
degrees
right. Southern West
and
for once.
cloudy, but I don't know if that it shows it being 60 degrees here. That's
For once, I was the one sitting
Yeah.
here worrying about everyone else and the crazy weather.
Yeah.
Well, and we're bone dry. We've not even had the significant rain that we might have had, and then we'll probably end up in mid-January starting to see some at least measurable accumulation. So we're not going to get a white Christmas at all.
You never
Huh.
know. It's been a crazy year weather-wise. You never know.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like,
All right. Well,
Yeah,
and-
you never know.
there were
I've
not
seen
there
it in the
weren't that many
70s.
really bad hurricanes this year. Usually we get hurricanes coming through the south. We didn't have none where I am, which is weird.
Huh.
I'm used to growing up in West Virginia. I'm used to it. I'm used to going on sleigh rides,
I know.
and making igloos and all that stuff that children do.
New
In
Horizons.
Missouri,
I've
you
seen
never know what you're going to get for
There in
Christmas. It
Florida.
may be 70 degrees. There again, you may have a blizzard. You never know.
yeah.
Christmas 2016. It was 85 degrees. I was wearing tank top, flip flops, and shorts.
Wow.
85 degrees on Christmas Day. My son and I
See,
walked
I'd
to the
like
store
that.
to get some cat litter from the store on Christmas Day. And it's like, it's 8. I was pouring sweat by the time I got home.
When
New
is
Horizons, it
the
probably
first?
will do like last year.
When is the official first day of winter?
I think it's December 21st.
Yes.
Yes, a Higgs rock. That's exactly why I don't like it. Winter
December
used to be my
21st.
favorite time of year, but it's not my favorite time of year no more.
The only time I like winter is when there's ice, because then I feel like I'm getting a free ride at the amusement park. Wow.
Yeah.
Hello, Wiccan chickens.
Hi, Wiccan chickens. Yeah, December
Yes, hello,
21st,
Wiccan chickens.
day of winter.
I'm not that enthusiastic about a free ride.
The only thing I don't want to see, if I do get my permit this month, I don't want to try driving in snow as I'm learning.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I don't want. I'm still waiting on New Jersey to call me back so I can get the fax numbers so I can fax them what they need so they can get everything fixed on their end so I can take my permit test here. Because when we were moving, I didn't turn in the medical papers for them to their medical department. They
Ah,
suspended my ID up in New Jersey, so I couldn't take my permit test the other day when my son took it, or I would have it right now.
yeah.
Oh no.
So I had to do a change of address on their website, and I've got to fax my ID and something else up there, and I'm waiting on them to call me back so I can get the fax number. And that's all I'm waiting on, or so I can take my damn test. It's ridiculous.
It was 3 years ago yesterday that we had a big snowstorm here. Generally, we don't get them. The way
Yeah.
I live,
Aw,
I kind of like, I've got the highest and the flattest property on this road.
huh.
And people are like, I've had many our neighbors go, God, I wish I had your property. To me, I mean, I didn't know. I didn't know nothing when we first moved here. We were homeless for 3 months. So
Yeah.
I've had to
New
learn over
Horizons,
the
that
last
is
6 years.
awesome that your father has lived to
97.
be that old and apparently in pretty good health. Enjoyed his cupcakes with blue icing.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
My great grandmother lived to be 99. She went walking every single day, even in the winter up in Michigan.
Huh.
Just shy of her 100th birthday when she passed away.
Yeah, my grandpa, my dad's father, he passed away when he was 93. They had an uncle or a cousin, or I don't know. Could
Hi,
just be about the
Becky.
hoo-ha that lived to be over 100. I don't know.
Huh.
Now both my mom's parents, both of them died at a very early age. My grandpa Farley had a brain tumor, and my grandmother Farley had a blood clot.
Lynette.
That's awesome that his mind is that sharp at that age.
Yeah, it is.
That is great.
My grandmother, my dad's mom, when she was 29, she had gotten sick and had to go in the hospital, and had gotten an infection while in the hospital. After surgery, they had to do a blood transfusion because
Nobody got electrocuted. That's good, Jackie.
yay!
Yay, Jackie!
Because the nurse pumped in the new blood too fast, her blood was coming out black, and it killed her. And my
Oh
great
my God.
grandparents never sued the hospital for the nurse's mess up. She was 29. My mom's dad, he was 29 and had a massive heart attack. He was a bus driver, but he also made handmade rosaries and sold them. He went door to door selling them.
111. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't think I want to live to be that old.
My neighbor is 92, and the only thing keeping her from driving is messed up eyes. You name it, she
Have a
has
good night,
got
Wicked
every
Chickens.
craft in her
Thank you
house
for.
that you can think
Hold on
of.
one second, Terry. Good night, Wicked Chickens. Thank you for coming by, and I hope you come by next Saturday. By the way, next Saturday, I'm gonna do a live, but it's gonna be a premiere at the same time.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I have been working on that.
Wicked.
I worked on that for like 5 or 6 hours today.
Wow.
Yeah, Patty, that Tinker's wife. That's 58 is young. My mother
Yeah.
was 42 when she passed away.
My mom was 50. She had a heart attack at 40. They told her she was going to have triple bypass. It ended up being quintuple. And they told her if she didn't take care of her health, she would live 10 years and that's it. She passed away.
I'm sorry. I do apologize.
Well, I didn't zap myself, but when I stood up, I hit my head on the windowsill and took a check out.
I am so sorry.
We're not laughing at you, Shaker. We're laughing with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just as bad as zapping yourself. That'd be something my son would do or I would do.
Hey, at least they ain't flipping
Yeah.
itself backwards.
Exactly.
I have had one heart attack and several mini strokes. I didn't know what the mini stroke was that was going on. All I knew is that my face felt like it was sliding off. And I started
Oh, poor
laughing.
Jakey is crying. It hurt.
Oh,
I've-
I'm sorry.
I bet it did hurt.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
bet you did too. But I'm sitting there and I'm laughing. I'm playing World of Warcraft.
Yes, Jackie, you got that
Yeah.
right. Ah.
But I'm like, this is so weird. And they're like, what? I'm like, my face is falling off. They're like, what? I mean, my face feels like it's melting off. And they went, well, you have been talking slurry. We weren't quite sure what was going on. Oops. And they said, you need to get to the hospital, you nick.
Well, he looks like he's surviving it.
He's
So
still alive.
He survived. Ow.
No curly perm.
now just a hole in your head, huh?
Yeah.
I'm religious. I'm holy.
Ow.
No, that's just your britchers.
Bub, that is awesome. 86 years old and still cutting her own wood.
Wow.
My old
Red,
man
I
was in
can
his 80s.
I
You're
can
right.
understand the facing. And back in 2015, I was working overnight at it's called Wawa up north. And I went to work and was looking in my phone and I couldn't smile right. I was like, and my manager was talking to me. I was like, something's not right. He goes, what do you mean? I said, my mouth isn't moving and my face is all tingly. And I got talking to an EMT friend of mine, and all of a sudden I couldn't pick up my left arm. My face was like down like this. I told him, I said, I'm going home. I'm going to the hospital. My friend is taking me home to get my husband, so I go to the hospital. And they did MRI and everything. I didn't have a stroke. I had pinched nerve in my neck and it paralyzed the left side of my face. I got Bell's palsy. It's not as bad, but when I stress out, my neck muscles are tight. My whole side of my face goes down.
Yeah, they called mine TIAs or some crap like that.
Jackie and I have a friend that has that. He works at a food line. He has that sometimes. Sometimes he's fine, and sometimes you can tell it. His face like is.
You can tell when it's like not moving. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Bell's palsy. That's what she said.
Mhm.
What was it? Greg.
I got it from an ear infection when I was 18 when I graduated.
Wow.
Yeah, I woke up. I went down to my brother's, where my brother lived down in Virginia because he was in the Navy. So I went down to his place for a week. I woke up the next morning and half my face was paralyzed. I was freaking out. We had to wait for him to come home from work just so he can go back to the hospital and take me there.
Yeah, say I had a heart attack before I ever started having those TIA or mini strokey thingies. And I had a heart attack while working at Walmart. I was a cashier. And the customer service agent asked me if I could hold on just long enough for her to get someone to relieve me. Sure, I'll quit. I'll quit having a heart attack just to please you.
I'm going to step out. I got a few things I got to do.
Oh, no. You ain't leave me up here with a bunch of crazy ass women. No.
I held your place while you were gone.
Hey, that thing I replaced, serious, that plug I replaced was original 1965 or whatever this trailer is. And it didn't have screws on it, the electrical plug. I'm sitting here looking at it. My son's like, well, how do you get the wires out? I said, give me some wire snips. I ain't even messing with it. Snip, 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 snip.
Wow.
The new one had screws on it, so all I had to do was snip it and peel the wire back stuff off and then just screw it on. So, but no, it was original plug from 1965.
Our wires here in the house are all black. Every
Huh?
single freaking one of them are
Oh.
black.
Yeah,
How
that's
are
the
you
original.
supposed to be able to tell the difference?
You gotta peel that outer layer back, and it'll show the wires on the inside.
Our kitchen light right now. You know how when you leave a room, you flip the light thing down? No, it's backwards. You got to flip it up to turn on the lights. No, you got to flip it down to turn on the lights and flip it up to turn them
Paul
on.
Duggan must have wired your house.
Polish
Does it say on and off on it, Red?
I'll see you guys later. I gotta go take care of some errands.
All right, Kevin.
Okay,
All right,
bye,
take
Kevin.
care.
Thanks for coming,
Thanks for
Kevin.
Good
coming
night.
up.
Red, does it say off and on it though?
Does what say off and on?
The switch.
No.
Take the cover off, turn the switch upside down, and put it back in. Fixed.
I've gotten used to the way it is now.
They
Paul
just put the
puts-
switch in upside down. So I mean, I just take it out, turn it over, and put it back in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hicks will get it from
actually,
Right, Higgs?
you are
Stone
right.
Electrician.
The guy that helped Travis do that was stoned when he was doing it.
Oh, Lord.
It
You
was
got
our
an
next
ass
door
backwards
neighbor,
house.
Bear.
Paul puts every outlet in our house in upside down because that's what they do in factories, and that's kind
That's
of
what he's
electrician
used
he
to.
is. Yep.
Piece of cotton ball on my head.
After that, we
Ew.
decided we ain't never going to ask him to try to put another switch in again. It was just
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Cotton ball. Ew.
he's my next door neighbor is one of these lovable idiots. If you understand that.
Yeah, like me, right?
I'm shaking.
Damn, I did crack that thing, didn't I? Damn.
Yes, you got the cotton ball off your head, Shaky.
Good night,
Yeah.
Backseat.
That's good advice, Higgs.
Hey,
Never
Backseat,
get the
I would
workers
love
stoned
for you
before
to
the
come
work
up
is
here
done.
Right.
and actually sing for us. I'm telling you, that man can sing. I mean, he sings differently from Shaky. Shaky's more of the deep.
I don't sing.
Oh,
I growl.
okay, he growls.
Death metal's growling. It's not really. Well, I guess.
Okay,
I don't
that's what
sing
I'm
neither.
saying.
I squeak.
But Backbeat, I'm telling you guys, the guy's really good.
Yeah, I did. I checked him out. He is good. He did say something
Yeah.
about that.
Never get the workers stoned before they work. He was stoned when he got here. Just got stoned even more before he left. Oh God, I just told her. Remember I said earlier, my cousin watches these. Sorry, Christina.
Let them know when you need to go get that mattress.
Oh well, I ain't gotta worry about my mom knowing. She knows because Travis told her. I was like, shh. He goes, what? She knows. I've told her from the beginning. I've never hid things from Grandma. I'm like, yeah, but she don't fuss at you. She fusses at me. I can't do it anymore, unfortunately. But no, I'm not gonna say it. Let's get back on the topic. Do any of y'all have any Christmas traditions that you do?
Most people
I don't know
mine
what, but we
already.
have some. I don't know, Jack. Do we have any Christmas traditions that we do? Yeah, we ride around and look at Christmas lights and stuff like that, maybe.
See, I like doing that. It's fun. I really
Probably
do
our
like it.
biggest Christmas tradition started when my older two were little bitty. We had a really big Christmas. My husband lost his job, and we had no way to buy Christmas stuff for our kids. So we went out one day in the backyard out by the shed, and we had some scrap lumber back there, some scrap plywood and stuff, and we dug that out, and we made our kids rocking chairs, and we made my daughter a doll cradle that year for Christmas. And I'll tell you what,
Wow.
you would have swore it was the best Christmas they ever had. So
That is awesome.
after that, we have ever since then made each other's Christmas. We do not buy Christmas for each other. We make it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, made gifts that they've got a special meaning to them, you know.
Well,
I gotta go,
my
Chuck.
kids,
I'll be back, Red. I gotta go. You hear this? You hear
Yeah.
this? I gotta go outside for a little while. I'll be back after a while.
All right.
yeah, even my kids that are grown and got their own home and stuff have carried on the same tradition. It's homemade Christmas.
Yeah. This year's I'm making some gifts for some friends, some hats and scarves, and some fingerless gloves, and I'm gonna be sending them to them this next week. A couple of friends I haven't heard from, we're supposed to be getting them, but I'm waiting to find out what's going on with them. I'm gonna hold on to theirs. But one of the biggest things I learned when I was like 12 years old, when my brother and I moved out to New Mexico with my mom and stepdad. Instead of having 4 kids to take care of, it was my mom, stepdad, now 6. All 6 of us were there. So my mom was like, "You guys get 1 gift each, and it's gotta be under this amount." So we all picked it, and I picked one that was like $5. And my mom goes, "Why do you want something so cheap?" I said, "Mom, we don't have the money to get gifts." I said, "Just save that money this way, food, and we can have that stuff." And I've always felt like this since I was young. And I don't know what happened. And my mom was like, "Okay." She got all
They
of
do
our
the same here,
gifts.
Jackie.
She got all of our gifts, and then the next night, we had a couple cops show up at the front door. My mom's like to my stepbrother, "What'd you do? Did you do something wrong?" He's like, "No, I didn't do nothing wrong." And when the cops, I answered the door, and I was like, "Mom, cops are here." And she come, and I was standing there with her when they told her that someone put our
I'm
family's
with you
name
there too, Higgs.
someone put our family's name in for Christmas help. And
Aw.
they had baskets and bags full of stuff for everybody in the house. That
That's
tree
awesome.
was stacked like 3 feet tall, like 3 feet out from the tree. It was the best Christmas. So every year I try to do something for another family. And it's like a couple years ago when a friend of mine had a house fire, she lost everything. She lost all her canned food, all her sewing stuff, everything. I gave her jars of food. I gave her clothes we didn't wear anymore. I gave her homemade laundry, almost my whole second batch of homemade laundry soap, which is a year's worth of soap. They were living in this little camper, staying on their property, so no one come try and go through the rubble of their house.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I
I always
understand
try to do something. I always try to make sure I got a little extra of something, so if something happens to someone, I can help them out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good though. That's awesome.
about 2 weeks ago, the boys and I went to Walmart, and I heard this little voice say, "Buy something from Addie." Okay. Addie's our next door neighbor. We always take care of her anyways. And I went straight over to the electric blankets. And I looked at him, and I'm like, "God, if you want me to buy this, you're going to have to help me out here. Because I don't know if I'm going to have everything that I need money-wise to pay for my needs and this too. But I put it in the cart along with some socks that had aloe in it. Got up to the register, and not only did I have enough for money for my stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but for hers as well. And I had a lot left over.
That's
I
good.
was like, well, he answered.
Oh yeah, and he always does. He always makes a way.
Higgs, it's not a crown of thorns that I have, it's a crooked halo. And thank you. But yeah, I've always been like that. It's like with doing the
Uh-huh.
blankets for cancer patients. That was because of my husband and knowing how other people I've talked to, how when they're going through chemo and radiation, how they get cold real easy because they gotta
Yeah.
keep that area cold. That's the main reason for doing it. Next year, I'm gonna start the blankets back up and donate them to the hospital, and I want to
Yeah.
make some blankets and stuff for the children at Children's Hospital. So, and just next time my son and I go up there for his next back X-ray for his scoliosis, I gotta find out who I talk to, who I give donated stuff to.
Well, when I was a teenager, it actually started when I was in middle school and elementary. My mom always found out about a family that needed for that year.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh
she
yeah.
would go, and her and my sister would get old dolls that people pretty much have discarded,
Yeah.
Barbie dolls and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and toys like that. My friends and I, our job was to bathe the Barbie doll and condition their hair. And my sister and my mom sat there and crocheted the Barbie's clothes. And
Yeah.
then they would get a full meal for a family. My brother in law would sneak it up on the person's porch or whatever, knock on their door real hard, and then run off. So they never knew who did it.
I knew people like that.
And I remember that. It
Yes,
just,
Higgs, you did.
Yeah, this one thing with
But
my
you had a
husband's
big fighter on
cancer,
with you that licked cancer.
with my
She showed
husband's
cancer at
cancer,
the door.
he never had chance to go to treatment because one, where his brain tumor was, they were scared to do any kind of radiation because first shot, even a small dose of radiation would have killed him on the table.
oh my
And
God.
then they had no idea what type of cancer it was. They have 150 medicines they use for chemo for every type of cancer out there, even the rarest
Mm-hmm.
ones. They couldn't use one of them because they had no idea what type of cancer it was.
What?
Yeah. It was the brain surgeon said it's undetermined. They have no idea what kind of cancer it was. So the day we went and saw the oncologist, he took blood. He goes, I'm going to do genealogy testing on your blood to see if we can determine what type of cancer it was. And I asked him, I said, what stage do you think his cancer is? He goes, stage 4. I was like, okay. So on the way home, waiting for our ride, he goes, when you get home, call all the places I have appointments and cancel. I was like, huh? He was,
Oh,
cancel
there you
them.
are.
He goes, they don't know how to treat me. I'm going to enjoy what I've got. What time I got left with you and the kids while I can, I'm not going to no more appointments. I was like, okay.
Wow.
Every decision that was made for him, he made all the way up until the end. He was the one that talked to his hospice nurse to get a DNR. Not me. I came back from the store and his nurse goes, when he went outside, he goes, Terry, I need to talk to you outside for a minute. I was like, okay. I went out and I said, Hunter, what's up? He goes, Tony asked for a DNR. I said, he did? He goes, I don't know how to react to that. I said, what do you mean? He goes, I've never had a cancer patient or any patient request the form for a DNR, and it's the patient asking, not the family. I said, it's his choice. I said, I leave everything up to him and I support him 100%. And that's the way it was the whole time, our whole relationship, and vice versa. So when I do blankets and I've crocheted, God, since he passed away, I've crocheted 20 blankets and crocheted 10 and sewn 20 and donated them.
I agree 100%, Patty.
Sometimes quality
Yes.
of life is better
It's
than
better
treatment.
than treatment.
Yes,
Yes.
it is. It is.
Oh, yes.
So I'm the type I will not take chemotherapy. I will not do any of that.
No.
You know,
And
I know it'll about kill Travis and Matt, but I want my life to be fulfilled where I'm not going to die
yeah.
in a fog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, ever since my husband passed away, I've savored so much about life. And I'm always making sure I'm healthy. Yeah, I weigh 185 pounds. I'm not that healthy. But every time I have issues and I end up in the ER, they tell me all my numbers, all my organ level numbers are good. My thyroid, everything's in good shape. The heart test I had done, the doctor told me your heart's better shape than mine. And I'm healthy. So I make sure I stay healthy for the sake of my kids.
Yeah, I've actually lost I've lost 30 pounds, if not a little bit more.
I need to lose 30.
I actually have a lap now.
I need to lose about, 50?
I didn't try. It's just
I'm better than I was a few years ago, though. A few years ago, I was 100 more than I am now.
yeah.
So
Yeah, if you look at some of my older pictures, I was pretty big. I mean, I do mean pretty big.
The heaviest
yeah.
I've ever been is 233 pounds. After that, I stopped weighing myself, and I know I got bigger. And then I got an exercise thing called Brazil butt lift, and I did those exercises for over almost 2 years, and I went from 233 pounds at my last weight down. It took 2 years to get 100 pounds down, and I stayed in my
Good
130
night, Rob.
all the
Good
way
night, Rob.
until 2019.
Thank you, Patty.
Night, Rob.
I agree with you, Shaky. I agree with you.
Yeah, I don't neither. I don't want life support. I don't want.
Yeah.
I really don't even want doctors involved. Period. My biggest fear is leaving a massive medical bill behind for family to have to pay for, and I
Yeah.
don't want that.
My son's best friend's dad, the one that had the accident back in April, the other night showed me, he goes, have you seen the pictures of my accident? I was like, no. I don't know if it's a friend of the family or a family member was in the truck with him when he was hit head on by a drunk driver. He got out with no problems. He took pictures of my neighbor and he slumped over like this in the truck. They had to cut him out and shock him to bring him back. He was dead.
It makes me so
He's
mad.
very
drunk drivers
freaking lucky to
get
be
by
alive.
with that.
Yeah. Oh no, that guy ended up in jail. He's in jail. He ain't getting out.
That's
They
good.
had to shock him to bring him back to life. Between both legs, he had 5 broken bones from the knees down. He had to have surgery on both legs.
Oh my God.
He had a fractured bone in the base of his spine. He died at the scene. They thought he was going to die in the hospital the first few days, to where they were talking to his wife about taking him off life support if he didn't start getting better.
Huh.
Within 6 weeks, was it 6 weeks or 8 weeks? Let's see. No, 6 weeks of his accident, he was home.
Wow.
He had the accident beginning of April when the kids were going on spring break. They started that spring break on a Friday. It happened that night. It's May 9th or May 15th is his son's birthday, and he came home that day from the hospital. He was supposed to come home like 2 days later, but he came home on his son's birthday.
Oh
Because
wow,
I was
that's something
telling,
that Santa ain't gonna forget.
Yeah.
Because I was telling my
Yeah.
neighbor, I was like, Francisco comes home in 2 days on Thursday. He goes, no, he's home now. I said, no, he's not. He was, yeah, because I helped his wife back bring him up the ramp in the wheelchair. She had trouble getting him up on the ramp, so I went over there and put him in the house for her. I said, he's really home? He goes, yeah. He goes, his knees are messed up. And I messaged my my son. I said, do not tell Angel his dad is home. And my son, he's like, Mom, he comes home Thursday. And I came in the house. I said, no, Angel's dad is home. Tommy put him in the house for Elsa. And when I saw Angel later that day, he couldn't stop smiling. I said, happy birthday, best birthday
That is
present
so
you got.
sad, Patty. That is so sad. People don't stop to think it's not just their life they're ruining. They're running the risk of either taking somebody else's life or ruining their life.
Well,
He
not
shouldn't
only
have a
are, not
license.
only are they
No
ruining, the drunk driver is ruining their life, the person that they hit, and the families of both parties.
Okay, Higgs. Oh, yeah. Because drunk drivers don't care. It's like,
Red, behave. You got to be joking, right?
yeah, not going to happen. My
Hey, I'm
old neighbor of
behaving.
mine, an old neighbor of mine, he would get stinking drunk all the time. He'd be drinking. He drank every day. And he would sit there and walk down the sidewalk, and he would go this way and this way and this way. And he drove. He would drive. I don't know how many times he got pulled over for drunk driving and went to court and somehow didn't go to jail. I mean, he had stopped drinking for a little while, and then one day he went fishing down the creek and had a couple beers while he was fishing, and it hit him so hard he was hugging trees on his way home, and he was walking. My husband had to bring him the rest of the way home because he was hugging a tree. He couldn't stand. Hey!
Hi there.
I
Hello.
thought you were doing something. Are you done?
Yeah, it's rising.
Okay.
What a bunch of Debbie Downs, may I say.
No.
It's Christmas traditions, it's brightness, it's
Yes.
eeriness.
Oh, I know.
And we're talking about,
Yeah.
drunk drivers.
Anything that alters your brain or alters your personality is a drug.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, Darren,
So-
do you have any Christmas
My-
traditions?
Mine's right there.
Not yet, it's not. It's, for me, Christmas is about finding joy where you can find it.
Yeah.
I came from a divorced family, so we had the Christmas swap over. Never fun. I then divorced my ex-wife, and she thought it was her right to have lunch. Fair enough. It's finding joy in the time you get to spend together. The evening with the kids was awesome. Then later on, when I was single and it was like, well, I'm alone for lunch, I then volunteer at my church to serve people Christmas lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I spent Christmas Day washing dishes, but that's joy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you're
helping
bringing
people.
joy to other people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's finding that joy in the moment.
Yeah. For the
Oh, yeah.
longest time, we didn't do Christmas because we couldn't afford it. And then the last 4 years, we've done Christmas and Thanksgiving and holidays. And it's felt good doing it again because I see the smile and the joy it brings on my kids' faces.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
our church runs, well, it has up until the past 2 years, it runs a Christmas lunch. And as a church, we have a tree and we gather gifts for children of certain ages and that sort of thing. And the children all get a gift.
Yeah.
You know, so we put on lunch. The
That's
children get a
awesome,
gift.
though.
You know, and that's exactly what it's about.
Yeah.
Good night,
It's like Antonio
Hey,
wanted a
Bob.
7-foot tree, and I was all for it. And then when I went to go get the tree, they only had 4-footers. So we're going to have a 4-foot tree. I said, it's not the size of the tree that counts. It's the fact that you're going to be here that counts.
It's not the size of the tree, it's how you use your wood.
Well, I'm going to have to say that every Christmas, I mean, I really don't need a lot. I mean, I don't. I don't like cut flowers. I like flowers out in the yard where I can smell
Wildflowers.
them and look at them. Don't cut them and give them to me for them to die. I mean, what are you trying? What message are you trying to send me here? You know, here's you some flowers. Let's put them on your grave. You know,
Or have some given to you that you can actually plant, and so you keep them around.
See, they do that for me on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
I don't need clothes. I got clothes out my eyeballs.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of chocolate. So I told them, they said, what do you want? I went, I want them great big stainless steel tubs for my garden. They're like, what? I went, hey, they're only $34. But yeah, that's what I want for my garden. That's my happy place.
I will be Patty on my desk.
And so that's what they bought me. Well, then yesterday, I think it was yesterday, they went out grocery shopping for me. And they came back and they also bought a new kitty litter box for their cats. All it was a tote. We use tote to cut out the side and cats can go in there. And so they said, there's something in a tote here for you. Huh? Matt goes, it's going to make her cry. Travis was like, yeah, what do you think I got it for? What are you two talking about? I opened it up and there was that rainbow teddy bear unicorn stuffy that was as big as I am. I mean, you saw me.
It's bigger. You couldn't see you behind it. I thought it was sitting in your chair.
No, I was behind it. I opened up the lid and the tears started flowing.
Mm-hmm.
And Travis just stood there smiling. He goes, I like it when you cry happy tears.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My stepdad's parents, at 7 years old, my dad had gotten a job out in Oklahoma, so he was moving from Jersey to Oklahoma. So my brother and I had to go live with my mom. So her and her boyfriend, at the time, later became my stepdad, we went up to Michigan. And for Christmas that year, we must have had 4 feet of snow on the ground. But decorating for Christmas was this huge thing they did. Because their living room was so big and they had like 10-foot ceilings, they would take garland and a wire, go from one corner of the living room to the other corner, and they'd wrap the garland around the wire, and they'd hang ornaments from it. And they would make an X across the ceiling. And they'd hang ornaments, and then they would come down on the corners and along the walls, and as they come down, they would put a knot in it, and the ornament would hang in there, so they had ornaments hanging down.
That's
And
a cool idea.
they would have the biggest tree they can get, the biggest live tree they can get, and put it in their living room.
When I was growing up, my parents didn't have a lot of money. I mean, they were building a house, and they had 4 kids. And
They went out in the woods and got the tree.
Well, my mom would send my brother out in the woods to buy not to buy, but to get a little tree. A small tree. And she would put it in a bucket with some rocks around it because, my brother would have to, cut it off.
Yeah.
And so she'd put it in a bucket with some rocks around it. and then she put candies, those little bit. You remember the little candies that was in the plastic fruit type things?
The strawberry ones?
The strawberries, orange, grape, all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, you can still buy those, but she would hang that all over the tree. And every night we would get a snack off that tree. And we called it our Yum Yum tree.
That's cool.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh, that is one of my good memories of when I was little. The Yum Yum tree.
Yep. Well, that year, my grandparents, that first Christmas up in Michigan when they did the decorating, they had us kids pop popcorn and try to string it. It didn't get on the string very much because we were all eating it.
Yep.
And then one thing I would love to do, and I don't know when, but one of these in the next few years, is a tradition my dad always told me about, and I'd seen pictures of it. And it was either my uncle or my grandfather would go out. My great grandfather would go out in the woods and get a tree branch that still had all its little branches on it, and they'd put it in a bucket, and they would take cotton and wrap it around every part of that branch and hang ornaments on it. So you had this. So I want to do that one year. It turns out really pretty, so I want to do that one year, see how it turns out.
Because their mom always made like the ornaments, and so we got to paint the ornaments.
Yeah.
Something to keep us busy and pretty much out of her hair is what it was doing.
Yep.
Patty, that reminds me, when I was growing up, I used to save all the Christmas cards we got whenever I was a kid. And
my mom did
the
that.
next year, I used them to make the ornaments for the next year's Christmas tree.
Do you remember putting the multicolored pins in the styrofoam ball?
No.
Ornament.
Uh-uh.
Oh wow.
No, that's a you thing, Red.
My mom had these styrofoam balls, and she'd make ornaments out of it. She'd get stick pins, the multicolored stick pins.
Red, let's use the link.
Ah, okie dokie. And we would stick it all in that styrofoam ball to make ornaments out of it.
But yeah, I mean, the thing is it's not about how much money you have. It's about enjoying time.
Yeah.
I mean, think about the first Christmas. They were in a barn. The child was resting in a manger.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't a lot of wealth going on.
Yeah.
Des, it may take her a minute. Oh,
No problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
If you're sitting around and all you can do is afford fried bologna sandwiches and sit around and eat them with the family, sit down and say thank you. Because you've got fried bologna sandwiches.
That's
I like fried bologna sandwiches.
That's what I tell my kids often. I was like, just because we don't have the snacks you want, there is food here. You maybe not want to eat it, but we have food. It could be a whole lot worse. It could be like it was back in Jersey. Every month we were going to Catholic Charities to get food because we didn't have a lot.
And I've been in that situation.
Mm-hmm. I don't like being on food stamps, but it has helped my family a lot in the last 4 years.
Yeah, I've been in a situation where I've had to go to my church.
Yeah.
And rather than donating to the church, I'm going to the church and asking for a handout.
Mm-hmm.
That'll wreck your pride as a guy.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah.
And back in Jersey, I had friends giving me home canned foods off and on. And that's how I got to liking the home canned foods even more and sneaking it in without Tony seeing it and sneaking the jars back out when he didn't expect it. And it's like, if it wasn't for them, like the first summer here, when Tony passed away, they cut our food stamps down drastically. And I was majorly stretching for food. That summer, my neighbor down the street asked me if I could tend to his garden while he went on vacation for 10 days. And he had a couple of chickens, so I would feed them. I was like, okay. He said I could have whatever vegetables out of his garden that were ready for picking. So for 10 days, I had lots of vegetables coming in. And then my neighbor and I got one neighbor here that used to be there, got talking, and he gave me 2 big bags of venison, pork, breakfast sausage, and a little. He goes, if you ever need more, just come on over, knock on the door, and say something. I've got it. You can have it. Okay.
That's cool. Yes,
And
and Horizons,
That's how we had our meat.
After last night's storms, the rest of us should feel very blessed and lucky to have what we have.
Yep.
Yes, very.
There is a
And I
lot
did hear
that
you
are
guys speaking about
missing
the
family.
storms before. Yeah, even if
Oh.
the storm has torn your house away and you still got your family together, there's a
Yeah.
down
Big
good
blessing.
reason to be thankful.
Yes.
Exactly.
My favorite snowflake. Do you have any
Yes.
Christmas traditions that you do?
No.
No?
No, but I remember the styrofoam thing because I did it with my grandmother.
Hey, Patty.
Hey, everybody.
There we go.
I don't have much. Oh, yeah.
You're looking good, girl.
You are.
You've been through a lot, but you are
My,
looking good.
This is the first time I've used my mic here, so.
We can hear you fine.
Oh, a lot is not
Yeah.
You
kidding.
sound fine.
Yeah, I can hear you real good.
Yeah.
I'm-
Mute your YouTube.
Okay, that's good. I'm hearing like things over the top of things, so it sounds really weird, but I have a big. Well, I'm on my phone, so I don't know if I can. Let me go try this. Let's see if that works. Okay. Doesn't work.
It's okay, Patty. We can still hear you really good.
Yeah.
We could see you and hear you fine.
Yeah, but I can't.
She
I'm
may not
hearing
be able to hear us.
myself over the top of everybody.
It's repeating.
Yeah, it's repeating. Can you go back to YouTube itself? Bring YouTube itself up and mute it.
Yeah, that, and then it won't do it.
No.
Oh,
No, because on my phone I don't have that option. Yeah, on the
Oh.
phone it doesn't do mute.
Pause YouTube.
Yeah, just pause it.
Pause
Yeah,
it.
that
And
works.
then you won't have that overlap.
Oh, there we go. That might be better.
actually, you sound clearer now too.
Mhm.
Okay. That's all I had to do. Now I know what to do. I just can't watch you guys. All I can do is talk to you. Doggone it. Anyway, wanted to let everybody know. Yes, I'm still alive. I need to do an update video. But I'll let you guys know. I'm telling a few people. My house, the listing on it goes live on Monday.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, big thing. We had the estate sale.
Oh
And
no.
we
She's
lost
gone.
her.
Oh, she dropped out.
Oh,
Dropped her in the
no,
middle of the
we
big
lost
news.
her. Right, yeah, right after she was giving us the
Yep.
come back, Patty, come back.
But just to give you a quick until she comes back, the styrofoam balls, my grandmother and I used to do that all the time. And if we couldn't find the colored push pins, we'd get the little sequences, and we'd get the plain push pins, and we put them in with the sequences behind it.
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't the only one that did that. I knew
No.
somebody else had to be doing it too.
Yeah,
She
we,
was
Well,
we
worried she
did
was
that.
unusual.
When I was in 3rd grade, you know how they had the metal hangers? Well, my teacher and the teacher in the next class would go every Christmas. They'd have all us kids use hole punchers and punch construction paper, red construction paper, to get all those little red dots. And then they would have us get sandwich bags, not the Ziploc kind that folded over. And we tie it to that that hanger because we made it into a circle, and we made our wreaths, and we made wreaths for other classrooms to give to their families.
Oh wow.
You
That's
can
cool.
also straighten out the coat hanger into a circle and tie rag to it.
No, we used
Yeah.
plastic.
Do it.
My
Tie
dad
rag
kept
cloth.
that thing. I don't know if I still have it. I might, but my dad had it up in. I found it right before we moved from New Jersey to down here. I think I still have it. I'm not sure.
I made a rag wreath. I made a couple of those.
I've never made
But
one.
I go to the Dollar Tree now and get the little rings for $1
Yep.
or the medium ones, and then I just
Yeah.
get material or old clothing and I cut them into like 2-inch strips, 1-inch strips, and then I just tie them onto the wreath real tight all the way around, and it looks so
people look at
cool.
me like I'm nuts when I go to Dollar Tree because I'm going through there like trying to pair up things to turn into different things.
Yeah.
You don't even want to know about my house, okay? I've got 7 totes of crafts. Do I make crafts? No. I thought my friend was
don't
going
have
to
the
move
room.
here. I thought my friend was
Honey.
going to move here from Oregon. She went and settled in Texas. So now I got 7 totes of bull crap in my house.
Why didn't she take them with her?
There, Patty's
she didn't
back.
come
She's
here.
in the chat.
Oh,
I have got 4 totes
Okay, hold
of Christmas stuff sitting in my living room right now, and it's all Christmas craft stuff.
I keep
Oh, I don't have Christmas crafts. I
downsizing.
have Christmas.
here you go,
I
Patty.
just donated a week ago today. Donated 4 totes of Christmas stuff.
Oh, I have 7 totes of Christmas in my son's
And-
closet, and about 4 bags of pillows and blankets in my closet, and 11
Yeah.
totes of fall.
I just
But
say,
that's not including my craft totes.
That's not all of it, by no means.
Yeah, but my townhouse, I have 3.5 closets. Okay.
Well, unfortunately, I live in a house that was built in 1900. It has 1
The
closet.
closets, and then you can only put your shirts,
Yeah.
your clothes this way and not this way. I know what you're talking about.
I'm guaranteeing
Actually-
I can beat everyone for the amount of space taken in craft.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Yeah, I can guarantee he can guarantee that. And that's just wood.
Patty, I've tried to cut way back. Way back on Christmas stuff. I donated 4 totes this year of it.
I got
And I've
one
already gave
tote
away a
over
bunch of
there, and one tote in my room, and the tote over there is full of craft, and that one's full of craft. But this tote, the cats like to lay on and stare out the window.
I have a half-ton power hammer sitting in my garage.
You have a half-pound what?
Half-ton power hammer.
What is
Power
that?
hammer.
Yeah.
For
power hammer.
metalwork. Metalwork. It's a hammer, but it's electric.
Oh God,
Well, it's
I want
pneumatic.
to learn how to weld so bad because I want to make them big yard size whirly gigs.
Yeah. I want to do. I would love to have one like in the movie Twister. I would love to have
The movie
something like
Twister
that.
is why I like them so much.
Mhm.
I love
I would
them.
love to have
There's no
something
way.
like that.
There's no way I could use one of those hammers, Darren, because I can see myself right now. I tried to walk. Okay, I was walking.
She would
at
go
the
to swing
time.
back and her
Go.
wheelchair would be floop.
Oh no! I was walking at this particular time, but I had a cane, and I got out. I'm like, I can do this. I'm gonna wash my car with one of them high-powered washers. You know that you get. Yeah,
You didn't engage the brake?
It went nuts. I dropped it, and I was trying to run from the hose. You ever seen a woman with a cane trying to run from a hose? It's rather comical.
No, the power hammer you could actually use. It has a hand control, and it sits mounted on the ground.
But you don't understand how much of a klutz I am.
Well,
She'd
and you're
hammer
also
herself
working with
before-
1200 degree steel.
She'd probably
And
hammer
that's
herself.
Celsius.
Yeah, I probably. Well, why? I mean, I wanted to take up like welding, But I knew that if I did, I'd weld myself to whatever I was working on. I knew I would.
I've set myself on fire a couple times.
Yeah.
Yep.
So see, my
Been
rolling
down
pin
all
hammers
that.
red.
don't sound so bad anymore.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
me. That's me, Glenn.
I
and
used to have
April.
my own woodworking shop.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, when I was in high school, when I was a junior in high school, was the first year they allowed girls to take shop. And me and my best friend was the first ones in line.
I want to get a wood burning kit. I've always wanted to learn how to do that.
Travis has one.
Oh,
He
I've had
really
several of
enjoys
those
it.
over the years. They're you can do some pretty neat things with them.
A
Oh, yeah.
pyrography set.
Yeah,
I
Travis has
also
one.
want to start. One of my goals for next year is to start making jewelry.
I have
Oh, you
done
need
that
to talk to my
myself
daughter
as
then.
well. I used to try to skim. I used to sell eggshell earrings and necklaces. I would take eggshells, crush, and I have to clean them up and let them dry and all that. And I would crush them real fine, and then I would put it down like over a. Let's say that the item I was working on was square. I would glue the eggshells to them, and then I would dye the eggshells different colors.
Okay.
Nope.
That was so much fun.
I'm
Right, bub?
dog. Yes, bub.
But yeah, that's some of
so
the things I
funny.
want to do next year. I want to do that next year, and I also need to get back into making soap and candles again.
Yeah.
I
My
just told
oldest
Matt
daughter
today
does,
we gotta make some more candles.
My oldest daughter does wire wrapping jewelry.
Okay.
He's really good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching videos on that on YouTube.
It is very addictive.
So is soap making, trust me. When you get soap making, you look at every little container and think of what you can do with it with soap. And yeah. You look at different things in candle making too, because you look at all these different shapes of containers and that'd be a nice candle, or that'd be a nice soap mold, or yeah, it gets very addictive. Very addictive.
Yeah,
Almost
this past
any hobby
summer,
like
I
that's
was into
very
soap
addictive.
making and lotions.
Yeah. Donna from Always New Times invited me to a yarn group on Facebook. And what's the name of it? And they do things. It's like, where is it? I know I have it here. And it's just stuff that you make. Like, the one thing is called a woolly worm, and you put this little saying with it, and you just go around and leave it somewhere. And whoever finds it on that little note with it has the website's, the group's name on it. And for here on Facebook, and you see people popping in, posting things that they found all the time.
I wish I could crochet.
Cool.
But the last time I tried to
It's so
crochet
easy.
anything, it looked like a. Let's put it. Okay, I'm gonna put this as lightly and as clean as I possibly can. It
A
looks
woolly
like
wiener?
it looked like a male anatomy.
A woolly wiener.
Yeah.
Yep.
It looked like a wiener. And my sister laughed at me. She goes, "How you doing?" And I held it up. She bust out laughing. Now, this is a woman that has been crocheting since she was a teenager. I went, "What?" She goes,
Hey, bandana
"Hi,
grandma, how are
bandana
you?
grandma."
Hi, bandana grandma.
She goes,
And I'd just like to say I'm not a lady.
That's my man.
and she goes, "You just made a penis." And I went, "What?" She goes, "Look at it." And I went, "Oh, God." So I started taking that thing apart.
That seems to be a theme in your life, right?
Yeah. If it's not pinata, it's crocheted.
Hey, I'm good at the pinatas. That was, I tell you what, that was a hit that day that I made it for my friend's party. That was an absolute, people had a blast. So much that they asked me to throw another party of my own where I had the same thing. Only this time we threw a rope over a tree and we kept pulling the pinata up and down.
Oh my
Sister.
lord.
Sister.
Oh, can I show y'all what I'm making this year, or part of what I'm making this year for Christmas?
Sure.
Gifts?
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
Actually, this is what the gifts are going into. Hang on just a second.
Oh, that crochet group that
how do I
Donna
bring
put
her
me in.
forward?
It's called Darren. How does she showcase her?
What?
How does
How
she
do I
make her?
showcase Brenda?
By clicking on it in StreamYard.
I removed her. Dang
Where'd
it.
she go?
Not like
Where am
that.
I? Oh,
She
She's
ain't gonna
coming.
you.
Click on her.
did you make me disappear?
You've got a highlighter, not remover.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, that's pretty.
These are napkins that I decoupaged on here.
Decoupage on.
Oh wow,
Yep.
that's pretty.
I can't do it. I'm sorry, Brenda. I'm trying.
In
there
StreamYard,
we
click
go.
on. There
There
Yay!
we go.
Yeah.
She did it.
That's
Oh,
pretty,
that's
Brenda.
pretty.
Once
Is it?
again, it's just napkins. Well, no, actually, this one's not napkins. This one is
Paper towels.
no
Tissue
no, that
paper.
one is paper, is napkins. This one is
Oh wow, that's pretty.
dadgummit.
Tissue paper.
Tissue
paper?
paper. Yes, tissue paper. That's
There
it.
you go.
Now this
I
one
like
I'm
that
gonna put a
one with the
ribbon
holly
right
berry.
around here, but
I
around here.
like that white basket. That's
I
pretty.
know, that's pretty.
Yeah,
I
this
like
is
it. This
Excellent
it's
job on
simple.
that.
tissue paper.
Very
You know
cool.
what? She painted those baskets. I was like, I would have taken them outside and spray painted them.
Yeah, one of them I did take outside and spray paint. I was like, it took me half a night to paint this white. And then I've got
How long-
two
How long does
jars
it take
I'm
to
working
spray
on for-
paint?
Spray paint?
5 minutes.
Less than 5 minutes. Yeah. Then I've got candle holder jars, which are not finished. I'm going to put some twine around the top of it.
Oh, I like that. Oh, that's
That's
cute.
pretty.
Isn't that
Yeah,
pretty?
that's
Yeah.
really pretty. Yeah, that is very, very, very
That's very
pretty.
nice.
So that is my thing for this year.
That's cool.
And then the baskets I will fill up with homemade candies and jellies and jams and, probably some
Whatnots.
pumpkin bread, what have you.
Yeah.
Doohickeys, thingamajigs.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I make 90%, probably at least 90% of our candies and stuff anyway.
Yeah, our tree's going to be
Well-
empty, and I'm not giving anything out but Christmas cards.
Yeah, last year when Brenda came to visit me, was it last year or the
Mhm.
year before?
No, I think it was last year. Yeah, it was
okay.
last year.
I got her a little red gnome.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about it, but now we're calling it the traveling gnome. It was a
That's
Santa
cool.
Claus
Yes,
gnome.
he travels with us when we go traveling.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Hi, Danny. Merry Christmas to you
Merry
as well,
Christmas,
Danny.
Danny.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Wow, we've almost been on here for 2 hours.
Yeah. See, that's one of the things I was looking at like last night. I woke up and I was trying to see if my friend had messaged me over in Arkansas. No answer. So I started looking at the one website I look at for recipes, and I was looking at candies and fudges and cookies and pies and cakes. All kinds of goodies to do this winter. Oh, that's cute.
Oh, that's adorable.
Look at the nose. Yeah.
It's really
You want to
cute.
know an easy way to make a gnome, like for your front yard or your porch? Take a tomato cage and turn it upside down. And the wires that stick up that would normally be going poking down into the ground to help hold it stable,
Yeah.
bend those over and tie them together. And then go out in the woods and get evergreen branches. You can get pine or cedar or whatever you like, but tie those to
Goodbye,
that cage.
Patty.
And once you've got that cage covered, I'll tell you right now, the easiest way to make the hat for it is go to the Dollar Tree. And they have these chair back covers that are red, and they look like a Santa hat. And just fold that over and sew it, and then turn it right side out and put that on there for the hat. And then you can take a stocking and stuff it and make the nose. Makes the cutest little gnomes you ever seen.
I'm gonna have to
Cheap.
try
Too
that.
detailed for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's what?
Too detailed for me. I actually made a Christmas gift for someone for an Australian YouTube channel giveaway.
What was it?
Hold on. Let me get down here.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Bring it up there, girl.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a dinner bell?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Oh, cool. I would love that.
That's a dinner
That's
bell?
real cool.
That is so cool.
Yeah, the kind where you
Or a triangle
Yeah.
if you're musically inclined. One of the two.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's a bit heavy for a musical triangle.
Yeah, but you can put
Probably.
it on a stand and bang on it.
I need
When
that
I
for my room in the morning, so when I need to get out of bed, I can just go ring a ding a ding a ding a ding a ding a.
I
Oh,
bet
your
they'd hear
son
it.
would kill him.
We just gotta find you a brass bell at some kind of thrift store.
I actually got that in there right now, but I want a triangle.
Okay. I got a broom and I bang on the ceiling for
What
my
she
dog if I
needs is
need
one
something.
of those pan horns.
Yeah.
No, I'm
That
scared.
would disappear fast.
I'd scare the hell out of my cats and dogs.
Probably.
She
I could
would.
just see cats hanging by their claws from the ceiling.
Mm.
All
it's
I
like-
need is for them to pounce on my face because I didn't scare them. I would deserve that. I would rightly deserve that. So, can't do that.
Well, it's like last night, because with my son being sick and I couldn't do the live, he goes, well, you could open up that box over there. I was like, no, I'm going to do it on my live tomorrow, Sunday night.
Yeah, I told you I was going to be there, and I planned on it. And I was like, oh, God.
Yeah, you and Des were you and Des messaged me at the same time. A little bit ago. It's like,
I was like, Terry, don't make me out to be a liar.
no. So I was like, no, I'm going Sunday because you're going tonight.
Yeah, because you had posted for tonight. I went, oh, I think we think Terry put the wrong date.
Yeah, I had originally done it for tonight, and then last night when April and Glenn were talking about it, they said that Red was going tonight, and I thought I had switched it to Sunday, and I hadn't. So I went over real quick when you told me that, Des, and I changed it to tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Good night, Bandana Grandma.
Good night, Bandana Grandma. Have
Good night.
Thank you for
sweetie.
coming in, and I hope you come back.
Merry Christmas too, if we don't see you before
Merry
then.
Christmas.
honey.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
I am so thankful that my ex-sister-in-law, but I still call her my sister-in-law, my sister-in-law,
That would
her
be cute,
daughter,
Urban Bucket.
and my mom all moved out of Clarksville, Tennessee.
What? Oh.
Yeah, because that's where tornadoes went, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, one moved up to Indiana, one moved to New York, and one moved back to Massachusetts.
Wow, they
Okay.
just kind of left everywhere, didn't they?
Yeah, well, well, a little north and then the rest are northeast, so, you know.
So they get snow.
If I move any further, if I move again, it's going to be further south. Right where
If I move again, somebody better have some acreage that I can go on and put my little double wide on. And I'm tired of being so far away from everybody down here in Florida.
I don't know. I'm
Like-
pretty much away from everybody up here where I'm at too.
I couldn't
Yeah, it's
live in
not-
Florida. It gets too hot, and they got too many nasty bugs down there.
Yeah, I like living in Boston. There was no bugs. You're in
Yeah.
the city. There's no mosquitoes. You don't have the chiggers and mosquitoes, and you just got
We still got
dirty people and the
mosquitoes here.
roaches.
We still got mosquitoes here. I got
Oh, I
bit
hate
by a
mosquitoes.
mosquito. I got bit by a mosquito yesterday.
That's what most of my
It's like
scars are.
Yesterday,
See,
Yesterday.
that's what scars are. I scar from mosquito, from any kind of bug that
Mhm.
bites. A scratch, anything, I scar.
Last
my problem
winter,
is
we were dealing with
bees
flies
love-
and gnats all year.
bees love my hands. I mean, they
Bees do?
absolutely love my hands.
Fire
I have
ants
to
love
wear
my feet.
gloves when I'm outside, because if I don't, they will swarm my hands.
Huh.
My feet,
Yeah.
fire ants love my feet way too much.
Yeah, they're like my daughter too. She gets bit, and her feet get swollen. She gets black and blue from the welts from the bites.
Keep a bottle of soapy water. Spray it on the bites
What
when she bites. Soapy water, and it stops the itching and stinging within seconds, and it doesn't blister.
What kind of soapy water? Like Dawn dish detergent soapy water?
I use Dawn. I put some to where it covers the bottom of the spray bottle, and
That's what we have is Dawn. That's why I was wondering what.
I fill it up with, and if that doesn't work, just get some Dawn and put it on the ant bite, and you won't get that blister and it won't pus up.
Okay, good, because she does. She gets the blisters and stuff. And for if you get stung by a bee, then I learned that
Honey.
I used Windex or Hornet or whatever wasp Windex
Honey.
on the sting because of the ammonia. Because I didn't know about it. I watched a stupid movie, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, and the father was running around with the Windex ball. Says it does everything. So I'm like,
Yeah.
let me try this out, and it worked.
Yeah.
And the stinger came out.
Well, I'm thinking because I'm diabetic, they're
It's possible.
attracted to my
It
hands.
is because
Yeah.
diabetics, whether you realize it or not, have a sweet smell to you, and it's an attractant for bugs.
Well, keep ammonia or Windex close by, just in case.
Honey's
It's
Or
the
like
best thing to put on
Listerine
the
and
bees
baking
like.
soda.
Honey,
Yes, honey.
Mhm.
I didn't
Take
know
the sting
that.
out and put honey on it.
Huh?
Oh,
I didn't know
Okay.
that.
It'll-
Well, yeah, because
It'll take the
that's
sting away.
it has healing properties. That's right.
Didn't know that.
especially if it's local bee, right? I'm local honey.
But ours is.
Yeah.
The honey I used to get from the grocery store, it came from a honey company an hour away from me.
Nice.
Actually, over an hour away.
Oh,
And then where the store I get the feed store I go to get my chicken feed, there's a company that started selling their jars of honey in there, and the town is 15 minutes from here. And for a quart jar, it's $19 a quart jar. But it is so darn good. My son doesn't like honey at all. He's tried many kinds. But this expensive one, my son will actually use. He likes it.
Huh.
And the thing is, with using local honey, it'll help with allergies for
Yes.
plants in the area.
mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, I was so thankful when we found a co-op here. I was so
Okay, Brenda.
thankful.
I don't even think we have a co-op here.
All right, Brenda. Yeah, where I was buying generally my food at Tractor Supply, because I started buying it over there and I had everything I was already giving my chickens. It saved me about $60 a month.
Oh, wow.
And then I can also buy our dog's food over there too.
Well, I pay for two 50-pound bags of my chicken feed. Let's see. It's just over $30 now.
Mine was
But it
20
lasts me 2 months.
Mine was 2404.
But that lasts
two
me
bags.
about 2 months. Hi, Margie.
Hi, Margie.
Hey, Margie.
And the dog food, which is actually small enough to where Cooper can eat it, because I mean he's an older dog, has geez, ain't the best in the world. It was only like, well, a 50-pound bag was like $12.40. You pay like 50, $60 out in Walmart or somewhere for like that.
When I first got the chickens and I got the feed, I started getting the layer pellets when they were old enough to get them. I was paying for the layer pellets. It was $10.99, and for the scratch, it was $9.99 for a 50-pound bag. And now, between the two, it's just over $30 because of last year.
Here's the link if anyone would like to come up. And
Southern States Cooperative in Anderson. There's a Facebook page.
Yeah, it's now Smith Farm.
Have a good one getting started.
Good
Enjoy the
night,
moon.
Bob.
Yeah, they changed names to Smith somethings.
Bob is so funny. God, the first time I
Don't
ever
need
met
that
him, he was
mental
talking
image.
about his rabbit milking machine. I'm like, this guy's silly. I'm gonna like him. But yeah, I mean, that's where we're going to start buying our dog food and our chicken food is over there. And it was just the texture between what we bought at Tractor Supply and what we bought here was so different. You could just tell it was fresher.
Yeah.
I mean, they I guess grow it and all that, and they also package their own.
Well, once this Tractor Supply is done, I'm gonna go over there and see what the price of the chicken feed is over there and compare to what it is over at Southern States. I still, even though it's Smith something farm, it's Smith Farm and supplies, I still call it Southern States. And if Southern States is cheaper, I'm gonna stick with them.
Welcome back, Brenda.
I'm back. I almost forgot I was sitting here getting chilly, and I was like, got to think about it. I was like, oh crap. Stove was
Fire
almost
was
out.
going out.
Yes, fires were going out.
Hello, Glenn and April again.
Glenn, April, I posted a link up there if y'all want to come in. I'll do it again. I'm trying to learn how to do this.
Well, you've come a lot further than when you first started.
Exactly.
Yeah,
At least you're not crying no more.
Yeah, you ain't kidding about that one. I left that up. And I'm glad I did because Peggy, Andy and Peggy watched that, and because I was freaking out, it kind of like took her mind off of what was going on with Andy, and she was just chuckling it. She goes, I wasn't laughing at you, I was laughing at the situation because I knew where you were going at because I'd had that problem myself. And so it brought back a good memory for her. So I'm glad I left that up.
Even the things that are harder for us to deal with and that we don't want to keep up because it's embarrassing too, keep up, definitely, because you may be cheering someone up but having a really rough day.
Well, I'm glad I left that up. I really am.
And it lets other people know we're all human.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to be as real as I possibly can. And
When I started... Go ahead.
And still try to keep it clean.
Well, that'll never happen. That'll never happen.
Darren about choked on his drink there.
You're not supposed to say things like that when someone's getting a drink.
Sorry about that.
But it's like when I first started doing videos, I had a friend of mine
Then Glenn,
say,
don't come up,
gotta,
just relax.
Okay, you just lay back and enjoy. Stay comfortable, Glenn.
Yeah,
they're like, oh, you gotta edit that out of the video, and you gotta edit that out of your video. I was like, why? I'm me. I'm real. I don't hide my mistakes. If I make a mistake, I'm gonna say it, or I'm gonna show it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the premiere that I have coming up, like I said, we're not gonna. Our live next week is gonna be pretty much a premiere.
Okay.
You know, and You can ask Daz. I was beating myself up today, going, "It's got to be good, perfect. It's got to be perfect. It's got to be." I sat here for 6 hours working on it because I
No, it
wanted to
don't.
get it just right, and a part of that was the way I was raised. I mean, my mom, when I was little, if I colored outside the lines, my mom tore it up in front of me and said, "You can do a better job."
No one's perfect. Only God is.
Well,
It's like my latest video, my pumpkin video. Do you know how bad I wanted to cut out that hammering the knife part, but I didn't? You should have seen the look on my face. I was sitting there like this, and Darren goes, "What's wrong?" I said, "Just keep watching." And I kept looking over my hand at him and out the side of my eye. I said, "Just keep watching." And that came up, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm glad I kept it in there." Because that pumpkin was hard as hell to cut. It didn't want to cut.
Exactly.
I even took that
Only the man
pumpkin
upstairs
and
is
dropped
perfect.
it on the floor before. That's how I got the
made
knife to go through the
us.
first time.
Perfectly imperfect.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Marge.
But I mean, that instilled to me of what I, from a little girl. I mean, yeah, it was hard. It was rough.
It does, and it's hard. It's hard to overcome what you were taught and what was drilled into you as a child.
And my dad worked he would get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, or no, 5 o'clock in the morning. He would leave the house at 7. He didn't have to be at work till 8, but it only took him about 20 minutes to get over there. He would go to the hospital, make sure his workers, his employees, had cleaned that hospital to military cleanness. And he was very adamant about that. And he would bring me to school, and I would sit there in the lunchroom. We also had we used to have a waterfall there in the cafeteria, and I would just sit there and wait and wait and wait. Seemed like forever for some other kid to show up, because the only one that was there was the janitor. So, and I was like, okay, that means I got to be on time. Well, now I'm generally about an hour to an hour and a half on time for everything. And the way he worked, he would go to work, he'd come home, he'd either do the garden or mow the grass or something like that. He worked from the time he got up to the time he went to bed.
Yeah.
And
it's Angel's dad before his accident. Yep.
And that's how I grew up. I saw this. This is what I guess you could say my mentors were.
Probably my biggest problem with videos is I have a really hard time letting people see me in pain.
Oh, that is excellent.
I live in pain.
Thank you, Glenn, for letting us know that he's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially since he's in a shed and so close to Memphis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good news. I like hearing that news. Yeah.
That is very good news. I hope Billy posts something. He needs to post something on his community page or something on the community tab.
They may not have internet.
Yeah, he may not be able to yet.
Yeah, he may not be able
to.
There's a lot of electric out and a lot of phones and stuff.
Well, if you talk to him on the phone, he should be able to get it from the phone. Get on.
Well, he may be able to call, but he may not be able to.
Yeah,
he
may not be able to go on the internet.
Yeah.
The cell service through his phone is not working. Okay.
Yeah.
They're selling data.
There was a lot of places where even 911 was not working last night.
Yeah, they were down all over the place.
I always thought that if your phone works, your internet works.
No.
Nope.
Not always.
He doesn't have internet connection.
Unless you have internet connection on your phone.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't have it on his property.
Because the data works differently to the phone connection.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can
Gotcha.
Yeah.
it can downstep for the phone connection, but it can't downstep for the data connection.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I would have asked my boyfriend, but he's not around anymore. He passed away, so he's the one that worked on cell towers and all that stuff
I
for the
visited.
phone companies.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
I bet there was a
Hicks
lot of
had,
towers taken out.
Oh yeah, for sure. You're gonna have all the different because he
Yep.
worked. I forgot who he worked for. What company? It was out of Vermont, and he had to do all the cell towers around Vermont. And if one cell tower goes out, and there's a cell tower here and another cell tower here, the cell towers relay to each other. And if one is out, they're not getting the relay to the other two. So that puts a stop on it. So I'm pretty sure everybody in
Yeah.
that area. It's like my God rest his soul. My stepdad last year, he lived in Clarksville, Tennessee, and he had AT&T service. The bomber that hit the AT&T building in
Mhm.
Nashville killed my dad, my stepdad,
Oh.
Oh
because they
wow.
Oh
couldn't
my goodness.
because he destroyed destroyed the signal and stuff. They couldn't get the EMS out to him to
Yeah.
save his life. By the time they got him and put him on the ambulance, he died on the way.
Oh, Daz,
They
I'm
killed him.
sorry.
That guy killed him. Yeah. So
Oh,
it's true. I didn't even think about. I
that is
totally
that is
forgot about that.
horrible. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Emergency
horrible.
service was one of the first things knocked out in
Yeah.
Mayfield last night. That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I
But
saw the
they were
drone
busy
footage.
last night all over.
Yeah.
I
It
mean,
was.
that
Yeah.
tornado hit that building where all those employees ran and hit that nursing home. And
Yeah. The
Yeah.
nursing home lost
And an
one
Amazon
person.
building too in Illinois, and that
yeah,
also got destroyed.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
nursing home was in Arkansas.
I was
Yeah.
listening to what was it? I was listening to CNN, and one of the reporters or broadcasters was playing a video of a woman trapped in the candle factory, and the wall or the stairs or something was on her legs, and
Oh.
she's like trying to talk to somebody, or she's filming voice recording everything that's going on. Oh no, she was calling 911. She's like, please send somebody. There's some of us here, and I can't move my toes, or I can't feel my toes or anything, and I need this wall off my legs. I'm trapped.
oh,
Yeah,
bless her heart.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm dying to know if she's okay. You know what I mean? If she came out okay, is she
Yeah.
paralyzed? Does she have broken bones? That
Back to
that hit
Rhoda
hard.
topic
I was
again.
crying.
Yeah, last night I was talking to Brenda and we was talking about this, and she's like, I need to call Higgs and Teresa and all of them. I'm like, yes, and please call me back so I can know too. So I
Yeah,
wanted to know if they were okay.
Yeah.
yeah. It always worries me. All of our YouTube family, even
Yeah.
if those that we're
But
not real close with,
the one
you
good
guys
thing
are all
about all
connected.
this is, in all that devastation, it's going to bring the communities closer together because they're going to help each
Yeah.
other out.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
I think our governor sent our
National Guard.
Guard.
There's going to be a lot of states surrounding too that are going to come up with their
Yeah.
electrical companies. Like they come down to Florida, and they helped us out for a couple years when we had our hurricanes.
Oh,
They'll
yeah.
be sending. We'll be going up. Well, I won't be, but they'll be going up there
Oh, yeah.
for sure.
It's- that's one thing that, and the thing is like with all these with whatever natural disasters, you got all these races, people going against each other, blacks going against whites, and this and that, and all that other stuff. But when there's natural disasters, you see all these people coming together and helping each other. It's
Yeah.
like, do that every day. Take
I know,
off the
people forget
skin
that.
and the hair. Yeah, man is a man, a woman is a woman. There's no difference.
But
We all
most
look the
people-
same under the skin.
We all
Most
bleed the
people
same
do
way.
do that every day. That's the thing.
And that's the
It's
sad part.
It's the vocal minority that
I
that
know. They just got. It's like, take your skin and hair off. We all look the same. Women
We
are
all
women,
bleed the
men
same
are
way.
men.
We all bleed red,
Exactly.
or
Well, if you take
Exactly.
your
whatever
skin and
color
hair
until
off,
it
you're all
hits
going to bleed the
blue
same
until it
way.
hits air, and then it's red. But you know,
But it's like I don't get it.
Lettuce tincture?
What
Yeah,
is
wild
Wild
lettuce?
lettuce.
lettuce.
Wild lettuce tincture?
Lee from Stringfield Ridge shows how to make that tincture.
Never heard
He's
of
got
it.
videos on it.
Yes, the worst book on the internet advertises how to make wild lettuce tincture. The Lost Times book.
Huh. I'm gonna
Do
have to
not get
check
the
that
Lost
out.
Times book.
I mean, we got like pain tinctures over there. And, well, it works pretty good.
Yeah, the liquor store has good tinctures too. Never heard of it.
Opium lettuce.
Never heard of it.
Backcountry opium.
The Native Americans used to call it opium lettuce.
Okay.
Is that what they used to smoke in those pipes?
No,
No.
Well, I
that was
forgot
cannabis.
to ask.
Hello, Amy Lynn.
But
Hi,
Good morning.
Lynn.
speaking about editing
Good
as
morning.
you were before, I am the complete opposite editing than you ladies. Terry has heard me edit. I edit a video from 30 minutes down to about 15 minutes in about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
He gets rid of a lot.
Amy Lynn, if you'd like to come up, right there's the
I-
link to do so.
I am horrible about editing. I will edit a video to death.
He cuts a lot
Literally.
out. I will say this. He cuts a lot out when his mini him is there. When his daughter's there, he cuts a lot out. There's a lot you guys
Anytime
don't
she
hear.
speaks, it generally gets cut out.
Cut. It's like, damn. There have been a couple times I've asked him, "Are you gonna have a video when you're done?" Yeah, I'll have a video. And sure enough, he does. But I will say this: his son did an awesome job videoing when he was cutting up that lamb. He did
Yes.
awesome. He did great.
And he was quiet.
Yes,
Amy Lynn,
the whole time.
Hold on one second. Amy Lynn, if you'd like to come up, I put the link for you to be able to do that, hon.
We don't bite.
No, we don't bite. We might lick
At least
posts,
not
but
the
we don't
first time.
bite.
Well, ladies, I'm going to have to depart because my bread has been rising for an hour.
Okay.
Oh,
Ah, there you go.
So I need to go and divide it and plait it. And
sounds
it.
good. Sounds real good.
Yeah.
well, I'm doing a 4-strand round plait on this one because I've done a 3-strand.
You're doing what?
A
A
4-strand.
4-strand round plait bread.
He's braiding four
It's a
pieces
type
of
of braiding.
dough. It's a braiding, but he's doing it 4 instead of 3.
And it's
Yeah, I
round
had
instead of flat.
I had the same look on my face. Don't worry about it, Red. I had the same look.
It's
Like,
sort of like making a pretzel.
Yeah,
No.
but no.
No, because it's all filled in.
It's gonna be round, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you braid it like you do a pretzel.
It's like what older
No.
ladies used to
Like
do
when
to
you
their
braid your hair. Like French
Yeah.
braiding the hair, but he's doing it
Yeah,
with
like
bread
braiding
dough.
hair. But instead
Yeah.
of flat,
Okay.
it's round.
He's gonna
So
make
the
it a
4
circle.
strands go round in a circle.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
See, I like to be educated.
Trust me, I had the same look on my face.
I like to educate. That's what the channel's about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you notice how I said it though, educate.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly how I replied.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
know. I noticed that. I was like, you caught on.
All right, guys. I will catch you later.
Thank
All right,
Have a good night.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day, I should say.
Yes.
Thank you for
Have a good
coming up.
day.
That's okay. All right.
Yeah, I did.
I was have a good night. I'm like, wait a minute, his daytime over there.
Yeah. He's
You
gonna be
should've seen
jet lagged when he gets here.
That's what night in hotel is for. Because we ain't coming back to the house that night. We're staying at a hotel that first night. And so we had that one-on-one time so we can get used to each other.
Yeah.
With no interruptions, I hope. I hope.
Room service. Go
No,
away.
for my daughter, my son. I know my son, he'll make sure everything's okay, but my daughter.
Yeah.
She's the one that will, mom, yeah.
Oh boy.
There she is.
29
There
degrees
she
there.
is.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Amy.
Oh,
Wow.
That's a big
Hey,
Look
difference
down.
from last night's temps. We're actually at 33 right now. So we're warmer than you all again. I'm used to being the coldest one in the neighborhood.
It's
And
55 right now.
for over a week, we've been the ones that were warmer than everyone else.
It's
There
supposed
you
to
go.
be,
I thought there for a second you had lagged, Amy.
it's supposed to be 38 tonight. High of 56 tomorrow with a low of 29.
Uh-oh.
I can't hear her.
Yeah,
Can't hear
we can't
you.
hear you, Amy.
Maybe she went to go get something, headphones
Yeah.
or something,
Yeah.
mic or something.
And this coming Friday is going to be 72.
Wow.
We were 79 today.
Wow.
53
60
at
on
Lazy
Christmas.
Acres.
60 on Christmas. And rain. It
Yeah.
needs to be 30 and snow. That'll make me happy.
No, snow.
I don't care if it's just a little coating.
Hold on.
I
Amy's trying
honestly like just a skift of snow for Christmas, but then it can go away.
Is your volume up on your computer? No, can't hear you still.
Go out and come back in. That might help then.
Hmm.
Because that's what I have to do off and on.
Oh, my sister is finally starting to get her eggs from her chickens.
Awesome.
She's so happy about that. And she goes, even Mike is excited that we're getting fresh eggs. And that's the guy that said, you ain't getting no chickens over my dead body. You getting chickens and bringing it on.
Oh.
No.
How did you want me to bury you?
No, you don't do that to the women in my family. Because if you tell them, no, you're not, I'm going to do this, people go out and go over and do it just to piss you off. It's just...
Higgs, that's breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snack.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yard full of deer. Breakfast, lunch, and
Brandon
dinner
brought
and
me
snack.
some deer meat.
Oh my God, I want some deer meat so bad. So
it
bad.
didn't last long.
I can live on deer meat. I'd take deer meat any day over beef. I mean, any day.
That's one of the things I hate about not having a bigger freezer is I can't stock up on the meats I want.
Yeah.
But I know one thing. If I am able to bring the pig home in February, and I am able to have it somewhere so it could grow out for 6 months, I'm going to have a lot of pork.
Can it?
I don't have the space in this house for that.
Stick
I
it
really
underneath your
don't.
bed.
Under my daughter's bed is full of stuff. Because her closet is small, my son's closet is small. I'm still
night,
downsizing
Glenn.
a lot of
You
stuff.
take care, and I hope you feel better.
Good
Yes.
night, Glenn.
Night,
Have a great
Glenn.
night.
Good night, Glenn. Get some rest.
I have to go
Oh,
through
yeah,
boxes.
right. Higgs, who are you kidding?
Yeah, right.
The very first phone call I ever had from Holland, if it hadn't been for Brenda, I would have hung up on him. But I answered the phone. He goes, "What the hell are you up to?" And I went, who the hell's this? And then I heard Brenda giggling in the background. I went, Holland, God, you got close to being hung up on.
Yes, we'll be praying for y'all, for both of you at Lazy Acres.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know where he broke his tailbone? Where he broke his tailbone, what, last year? It's probably, the cold weather doesn't really help that.
It took mine over a year and a half before it got to where it wasn't hurting anymore. I mean, breaking your tailbone hurts.
I haven't fallen in a week. I'm happy about that.
That's good.
Yeah.
I try not to fall because falling hurts.
I hope Darren's not listening because he doesn't like it when I tell him I fell.
Well, actually, he is listening. He just said he had to go check on his bread.
No, he's recording a video.
Oh.
So he wouldn't be listening.
He's taping. Yeah.
He's making a video doing it. Because when this summer when I started falling, a couple times I hit my head in the bathroom, and the last time I fell, I hit the stove with my hip and my back, and then I caught myself on the table in the trash can. But I have bursitis in both my knees. My left knee is worse than my other one. So when it pops, my whole leg gives out. And there's times my knee and my hip will pop at the same time. And it's a mess. I don't know how many times I've fallen going to the store that I haven't told anyone ever about.
Well, guys, I hate to end this, but I have a very important meeting I need to go to.
Go to your nothing box and have a good night.
Going to see a Lady Bad Horse, huh?
Yeah, I got to go take some dictation with the Toddy Bowl man.
Ah.
Alrighty,
I understand.
I want to thank all of you for coming on tonight. I was so nervous when I first done this. It's getting
Thank
easier.
you for having us on here.
It does.
Like Glenn and April says, it gets easier.
It does.
Yeah. It does get easier, but I mean, I really appreciate y'all supporting, Kiss My Grass.
Honey, it's our pleasure.
Yes.
All right.
That's what friends are for.
Yep. So I will see you guys tomorrow night on my channel.
Yes, ma'am.
9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And don't forget, next Saturday is the premiere. We're not going to have a live. We're just going to have the premiere that time.
Oh, I may not be home next Saturday, honey.
Well, you can watch it later.
It's a premiere.
It's a premiere. She's not doing a live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a premiere. I mean, you won't be able to interact with people that are talking.
Yeah.
But you can make,
comments and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
love you too, Margie.
Tomorrow night it will be an 18 and above live stream. Because I already know it's going to go south.
I think I'm old enough for that.
Yeah. I might be. 18 times 3, well, yeah.
18 times.
All righty.
Add a few more to that for me.
All right, everyone. Well, good night and Merry Christmas.
Have a good night.
Good night. God bless all y'all.
God bless you too.
Good night, everybody in chat.
Good night, everyone.
Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams.